Hey everyone, Ramel here, and today I'm going to be going over a few of the items that I got during the Prime Day sale. They happened over Monday and Tuesday, but I ordered these Monday morning and got them Tuesday. So the shipping was really fast. I'm in the process of building a new computer that I'm going to be using for video editing as well as gaming and thinking about streaming, but I'm not too sure yet. If you guys have seen my setup tour video, you'll know that my computer that I'm using right now is about 5 years old and I'm in definitely need of an upgrade. I unfortunately also spent a little bit more than I wanted to, mostly because these items weren't originally in the budget, but since they were on sale, I decided to get them anyways. So yeah. So my budget went a tiny bit higher to accommodate these parts. But the first thing that I got was this XPG Gamix S11 Pro 1TB SSD. I was gonna get the SX8200 512 for $99, but this was only $184 Canadian with the tax included. So it would have been equivalent to $164 Canadian pre-tax. And that's a really good price for this drive. From what I've been reading, it's the same as the SX8200 Pro, except it has this red and black heatsink. It also has, and that drive is $199 itself. So this was already a really good deal. I'm excited that it's gonna be, I haven't used an NVMe SSD before, and from what I've been reading and seeing, it's really fast. This one is about 3.5 gigabytes per second read with 3 gigabytes per second write. I know most use cases that's not going to be much of a difference, but hopefully for video editing as well as gaming, it's going to be very noticeable. Right now I think the drives I have is 250 megabytes per second read and write. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to use one of these things. I also don't plan on having any extra drives on this new build, mostly because of my Synology server. Once I'm finished a project, I'm just gonna move the files right onto the server and not really worry too much about having them take up space on this drive. But if I do ever run out, I'll probably get another NVMe SSD because I think the motherboards that I'm planning on getting will have 2 slots. Yeah, the next thing I got was this RM750X power supply unit. It's 80+ gold rated, as well as it being fully modular. I originally was gonna get the 650 watt, but this was the same price, 120 Canadian, so I decided to get this instead. I know 750 is a little overkill for my build, even though it's gonna be a 3900X with either a 2070 or 2080 Super. 650 would have been enough, but maybe if I do overclock in the future, get some beefier components, the 750 is going to be a good future-proof power supply unit. But yeah, and the last thing that I got during these Prime Day sales was the H115i RGB Platinum all-in-one CPU cooler. Yeah, RGB. I originally wasn't planning on getting an AIO, mostly because from what I've been reading, the cooler that comes with the 3900X is good enough. It keeps the temperature, it keeps the CPU cool for normal use, for stock use, but I do kind of want to overclock and I want to see how far I can push that CPU, so I feel like an AIO is a good choice, although this is a little overkill, especially with the RGB. In total, this was about 169 Canadian. It sounds insane that I paid that much for an AIO, especially because of the RGB. Each of these fans are about $40 to $50 a pop. So if I want to cover my case in these fans, it's going to be even more expensive. So I might go the Cooler Master route instead, since that's a tad cheaper. Performance-wise, I'm not too sure. Maybe I'll do a video and see what the difference is, but for now I'm going to keep this AIO cooler and probably build around it. I'll probably get RGB RAM, more fans. Hopefully the video card I have has some RGB on it as well, but probably not. But yeah, it's a little overkill for my needs right now and a little expensive, but it was a pretty good deal, which is why I got it. But yeah, hopefully it looks nice. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's gonna get more interesting, I promise. Once I have more parts, I'm probably gonna do a full build video. I'll try to do an unboxing video for each component, but that might take a little long, and I'd probably want to just build the computer as quick as possible. So I'll do that as soon as I get the 3900X. That CPU has been out of stock in all of the shops in Vancouver, as well as most of Canada. No one knows when they're gonna get more stock, or they don't tell us when they're gonna get more stock, so I've just been patiently waiting. When it was in stock, I wasn't sure I was gonna get that or the 3700X, but now that it is in stock, or now that I know that I want the 3900X, it's not in stock. So yeah, hopefully within the next week or so. I'm also planning on getting the 2070 Super, but again, that's also not in stock anywhere in Vancouver. So I'll probably hold off on that. I might get the 5700 XT if the third party versions come out mid-August. I mean, it's not too far away, but also the 2080 Super is just a week away. So if that's not too expensive, maybe I'll just go for the 37 and the 2080 Super. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me this week. I'll try to put more tutorial videos for the Synology. I know you guys really enjoyed that one. I'm out. Peace.